I am coming to you from beautiful Breckenridge, Colorado. I am at the end of 2 weeks in this beautiful place. It is one of my very favorite places to visit. As you can see, you've got the gorgeous mountains here, and they are still covered in snow, but it is warm enough outside to go for a hike or walk around downtown. It's been awesome. And I've been here for 2 weeks because I came out the first week and I led a retreat for writers. They happen to all be travel writers. And then I stayed another week just for vacation. And as I think back on the last couple of weeks, the theme that I come back to over and over is this idea of getting out of your comfort zone. So a few days before my trip, I had like a little bit of a breakdown with my coach, Lacey Seitz, because I was going to be gone the last 2 weeks of the month. That was 2 weeks that I wasn't going to be showing up regularly with Facebook Lives or Facebook posts or sending out email newsletters or just doing the stuff that I feel like keeps my pipeline full. And she asked me to take a deep breath and to recognize that my business is in a place where I don't have to push like that every single day. And she had this great analogy. She talked about how people who have gastric bypass surgery undergo this huge transformation really fast. So they lose a lot of weight, like literally overnight. And their brain can't catch up to what their body looks like. They still see something different when they look in the mirror because their brain can't process that big of a transformation. And she talked about how that was happening to me with my business, that I still saw my business like it looked a year ago, where I had to be in it, grinding and hustling and pushing and marketing every single day. And that really, that isn't where my business is today. My retainer stays full with retainer clients. My group program is full and humming along. I reopened my coaching practice a couple of months ago, and it's been full. And I still had this anxiety that being here for 2 weeks and being sort of out of touch for 2 weeks and not doing my normal marketing activities, that the pipeline would dry up and that, yeah, sure, it's not a problem right this minute, but 2 months from now, am I going to look back and realize my pipeline's empty because 2 months ago I took a 2-week vacation. And she really stressed to me that that's not what was going to happen and that I needed to let go of that. And it was really funny what happened when I got here. I have signed on 2 new coaching clients and a group program client while I've been here, really doing nothing for my business except keeping up with some client emails. But these people came in because of things I already have out there in the world. So that was sort of pushing my comfort zone, number 1, okay? So number 2 was realizing that I had to push these people who came on my retreat out of their comfort zones, okay? These are travel bloggers and travel writers who are somewhat established but still growing and learning how to pitch themselves to new publications, to bigger and better publications. And one of the things I recognized about them is that they were pitching to the same publications over and over. They had gotten these like big early wins where like they knew they could pitch this publication and they would say yes. And so they stopped pitching other places. And they had this like core group of publications they were going back to over and over because they knew they could get a yes. And how good does it feel to pitch and get a yes? I mean, we all hesitate to pitch ourselves for publicity opportunities because no's suck. Not hearing back sucks. It doesn't make you feel great about yourself. It can make it feel like you're wasting a lot of your time. And so we get in this comfort zone where we're like, hey, I know I can get this, so I'm just going to do it, and I'm not going to push myself to do anything else. So I really tasked them with pitching new publications. They're all writing in places that are great, but I feel like they're all ready for the next level, for those bigger publications that they think are too big for them. And it isn't true at all. They aren't too big for them. In fact, I encourage them and challenge them to seek out publications that they think are too big for them, that they think are some like higher level than they've made it to, and to pitch for those. And that was one of the workshops we did, was a pitch workshop. We also did a social media workshop where we talked about getting out of your comfort zone in terms of the types of posts you're doing or the types of videos you're doing, the social media channels that you're on, and really pushing yourself. And that was less than a week ago. This morning I got a message from one of them inside of our private group, And she said she implemented some of the social media strategies and tactics I gave her. And Marriott Vacation Rentals has already gotten in touch with her and offered her a free trip to come and review their property based on some of the strategies we talked about, how she should be putting herself out there on social media. In 1 week! That's all it took for her to land something fantastic. Another guy in the group pitched a bigger publication while he was here. By the next day, less than 24 hours later, he had landed a paid piece in that publication, okay? So when we stretch and when we push ourselves, we're opening ourselves up to these greater opportunities. And when you're not pitching yourself and you're not putting yourself out there, I think those things are just going to fall out of the sky. I hate to tell you that that's usually not how it works, okay? So I encourage you today to come up with some ways you can push yourself, whether that's pitching yourself to new publications, pitching yourself for podcasts, maybe it's doing more live video on Facebook, maybe it's posting more regularly in Facebook groups, whatever that thing is that you know in the back of your head you should be doing and you're not. I challenge you to do that thing, okay? And if you feel like, I wish I was on that retreat with Christy, I've got great news because I'm going to bring another group back here in September to beautiful Breckenridge. By then, the snow's probably going to be gone from the mountains, but you know what that's going to look like? It's going to be fall color. It's going to be awesome. And we are going to learn how to pitch for publications, podcasts, TV, speaking opportunities, you name it. And I'm going to help you get to that next level. If you're interested in being here with Breckenridge with me in September, I only have a few spots left. So let me know and I will send you the info for it. I sincerely hope that you come and join us because it is going to be a magical place to be and we are going to have great results being here together. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the weekend and I will be back with you next week.